You're watching Rise and Shine.
Oh, I was going to say something about that.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, everybody. Okay, for some reason, I guess I thought we were going to weather first, but we're going to Geek It Out first, and I'm just a geek wannabe, so that is why Owen is here, and you're going to talk a little bit about Windows 8, which is replacing Windows 7, but as we were talking on the break, you said that it's way different.
It's radically different. Windows 8 is built completely with the tablet in mind and the touch PC in mind now. It has an interface, they call it the Metro interface. Knowing that Nick wasn't going to be here, I was going to print out slides like this because they're having a hard time with the graphics over there, I see. But the Metro interface kind of looks like that, if you want to zoom in on that. And if you don't, that's fine too. There's little blocks, and the reason they call this a Metro interface is because it's like the signs in a subway.
Right.
Which is what they call sketchmorphism, and that is
for people that don't speak the language.
Those little signs impart quite a bit of information.
Okay.
Visually.
Right.
Like, you know, there's an envelope. Okay, there's email. You know, there's the big E with the Saturn ring on it.
Now, see, that works for me. I can figure that out.
Yeah, that's Internet Explorer.
Yeah.
And it's all done with a touch interface. So what I was going to do was just kind of use these, and then last night I stayed up, I built a virtual box, and I downloaded what's called the Microsoft Windows 8 Release Candidate, which is free at preview.windows8.com, and you can download it and load it on your computer. And I put it in a virtual box because I didn't want to mess up my real machine.
Right.
So I created a virtual machine in the machine, and right now it's running in my office, and I've got a Citrix thin client here, and I'm going to show you it in a minute. But even though it's a new solid operating system, we still do have the blue screen. The blue screen of death. It's just they changed it. They got a little sad face on there, and how it reads is, your computer ran into a problem and needs to restart.
Well, at least they're smiling about it, right?
Yeah.
So you don't get mad and pick up your computer and throw it across the room like I want to sometimes.
So when Windows 8 comes up, what you see, you got that, Holly? Right on. You see that little picture with the date and so forth. And then here, if I can drive right and I get the password in there fast enough, we might be able to actually see it.
Yeah, if you can get the password in fast enough.
Okay, and there we are.
There it is.
And so now you've got your little, what we call the Metro interface. It's way different, and I know there's going to be a lot of money to be made for companies like mine because the learning curve is just amazing. For example, if you wanted to come down here and see the weather, and you hit it, well, it's just like an iPad. It takes up the whole screen. Now, how are we going to get out of that? How do you get out of it? You can't press the escape key. You can press the Windows key. That's the little window on it down the lower left-hand corner of the keyboard. And that brings you back to the desktop. So that's going to be the most famous key in Windows land when Windows 8 comes out, because you'll actually be able to do that. Now, because I'm in a virtual box and so forth, I can't.
Is it going to give you a virtual lesson on how to do this?
Okay.
For those people that are a little bit confused?
Yeah. Matter of fact, May Melcher and I, my partner, we're remodeling our office, and we're building a classroom in the back, and we're going to be providing Windows 8 classes for
folks that are going to use it now.
Wants to learn. I don't think that this is going to be an operating system that's going to be adopted by the business community right away. Is the learning curve be too much? Calling IT help all the time. How do I get rid of the weather? You know, it's pretty wild. Now,
is this going to cause?
What you do is you come down here to the lower right-hand corner, and then what happens is you see what just flew out here on the right-hand side? Those are called sprites.
Okay.
And once you get the sprite showing up, then you can run up and grab, and it's just so difficult. Now, my son is at home. If he could use the mouse, and he could just click down there and click the desktop, but he's never used it, so he's clueless. See, he's running the mouse right now. But anyway, I don't want to just go on and on.
Yeah, is this going to cause problems for people?
There's another example. I do want to show you one thing, though. I want to show you Internet Explorer 10. This is a mind bender.
Okay, because we're running out of time.
Yeah, but this is really crazy. This we're going to bring up KNVT.com. But There's none of the toolbars. There's none of the navigation tools. There's just a back and a forward, and down at the bottom, you can see there's an address bar.
So you said it's going to be a huge learning curve for people.
Huge, huge, huge. Profit center, man. It's a profit center.
Is it going to cause problems for people in business that don't switch over, that still have Windows 7, and somebody else is using Windows 8?
With the introduction of the iPad, with the tablet into the workplace, the learning curve is going to be nil on a tablet.
Right.
But on a PC, it's going to be really mind-bending. And who wants to be working, touching their screen all day?
Right.
Now,
if people want to learn, how do they find you?
KRS Systems, that's 734-5987. We're at 423 Main Avenue East.
And when are you going to be having those classes?
We're going to start our classes at the end of July, going through probably next summer.
And we'll put, once he does that, it gets a little bit closer, we will put that up on our Facebook page and also our website. Thank you very much for joining us.
Great.
It's going to be very interesting so that people can actually learn. I have to go to that class, too.
Wait a minute. The screen is done.
I can't break my record.
Oh, you can't break your record. All right. Okay.